Thank you, AIS and Dr. Sham for giving this opportunity. I'm talking about the end plate size and how it affects the IOP. The basic principles which led to this thought initially by Dr. Molteno that probably the large surface area will lead to proportionately larger, more filtration and better IOP control. That we simplest way we can understand that how surface area is going to affect this. If you look at the walls, they have gone through a journey. Are not included indigenous Adi because we are waiting for the results. From Molteno to where Ahmed now, sizes varies from 96 to somewhere 500 square millimeter. And if you see the designs also vary for all the walls from round to oblong and ovoid shaped. So does really the size matters? If we look at these studies, starting with the Dr. Molteno's study, wall study by Dr. Here, double plate sized were the had better IOP controls, but this study had limitation of very short follow-up and they didn't have the complicated cases of NVG or UIT glaucomas. Then study in 2013 compared two walls, Ahmed and Berwelt, had significant more IOP reduction with the Berwelt. Recently, we have got the ABC's results out in the January itself. They have found that IOP reduction is more with the larger surface area walls. So that means somewhere the larger the size, so we are going to have a better IOP control. But does it true for all the cases? Perhaps not, because we have plenty of studies which show that IOP control in the longer term follow-ups, when we go beyond 2 to 3 years, it's almost same irrespective of their size. Even by the study from the Korea, they found 96 was as good as 184 in adult cases. So perhaps it indicates that other than surface area, there are maybe some factors which influence the outcomes and the IOP reductions. So then again the question is the size matters. Perhaps we have to reformulate our hypothesis. It's design of the wall, then the filtration kinetics, that we have got different now kinetics, that walled, unwalled walls, then ligation for the non-walled walls, along with the resistance force of the encapsulations, that is the primary event takes place once wall is inserted, is something that controls the final IOP. This is the meta-analysis of the studies done till 2005, which found that all the walls produce a IOP reduction of at least 50% from the baseline value, but these different walls then in the different studies in the meta-analysis found to be non-significant. So that means again the surface area is a factor only and is not the only determinant for the control of the IOP. So what kind of response basically we get when we insert the walls? There are three possibilities. Either we get the exponential curve, that in the smaller sizes there is low IOP control, then with the increase in size there is a sudden increase in the IOP, better IOP control. Then linear, that as the size increases the IOP comes down, and then the logarithm. That to an absolute extent there is a linear relationship, then at a point there is no further reductions. As you see in this logarithm, there is a plateau here. So that means there is an upper limit of effectiveness of the surface area. And where does it lie? With the meta-analysis, we found somewhere around 300 square millimeter is the size where the ideal IOP control is related to surface area, and beyond that probably we increase the complications and not the further IOP reductions. So when we have to balance the size, we are just not have to see the IOP reduction, we have to see the post-operative complications, which probably increases with the increase in the size of the wall. And when we come to the IOP reductions, we have to take all these factors, that how the post-operative IOP itself in the absolute number, then what is the percentage reduction has gone from the baseline, and then how the IOP controlling medications have come down. This I'm just putting the results of the ABCs, the 5 years just released in the January. If you see at the follow-up of 2 years and the 3 years, IOP reduction was not significant between these two walls. That means something other was acting also in these cases, just not the surface area. And that side is the complication success rate. If you find out the success rate is same in both the walls, no significant difference. That means IOP reduction is greater at long term at the 60 months in this study, but the overall success rate for the walls is not affected by the wall size. So that means we can conclude there is upward limit for the effectiveness of the size, and there are other factors also which influence the outcomes of the surgery, maybe the wall design or the resistance of the encapsulations. Thank you very much.